Igbos have been practically marginalized, where the military forces have been used to intentionally cause like a cultural genocide amidst the Igbo people. And then, with all those going on, every sane Igbo person who likes themselves want to pull out. Nigeria did not start being Nigeria. People came and brought us together. If it doesn't work again, if I were Igbo, I'm not Igbo, but if I were Igbo, I will be thinking along that direction. In every relationship, there must be mutual benefit. Otherwise, it's going to become it's going to be like one is being a pest on the other. So the question is, when we say it's unthinkable for them to leave the country, what has the country done to help them to want to stay in the country? Because if something is not favorable for you, it doesn't make sense for you to continue staying in the same place where you're not feeling comfortable. Over the years, we've seen a lot of things, scorpion dance and the likes, where Igbos have been practically marginalized, where the military forces have been used to intentionally cause like a cultural genocide amidst the Igbo people. And then, with all those going on, every sane Igbo person who likes themselves want to pull out. Because when something is not working, you want to pull out. Nigeria itself was brought together. If we are very sincere, Nigeria did not start being Nigeria. People came and brought us together. If it doesn't work again, if I were Igbo, I'm not Igbo, but if I were Igbo, I will be thinking along that direction. So practically, I think that statement is actually ill landing for the period we are in. Over the years, we've seen a lot of marginalization against the Igbo people. So when it's not favorable, you don't ask them to continue staying. That's my own personal opinion, though.
A very good one. And it's good for Nigerians to be aware of what is happening in this country today. I always emphasize on this. Prior to 1914, during amalgamation by Lord Lugard, Nigerians were not ready to come together because we have Oduduwa, we have in the north, in the south, in the east and west. The only thing that Lord Lugard has then succeeded to do was for selfish interest, because it goes to the north and bring groundnuts there. The north were very rich and use the waterways and move its goods for their selfish interest. But be as it may, as at that time now, Nigerians had not been able to find the true meaning of amalgamation. Over 60 years now, we have not been able to come together. What we are facing today in this country is the wrong foundation and administration of wrong policies. Up to today, Nigeria as a nation has no independent constitution. We have not been able to come into a round table to sit down and discover our potential.
Igbos, they should have their own decision on their own. Not Buhari will decide for them whether they will leave the country or not. I hope the Igbos have that in their mind to think whether to go or not to go, or what is happening to them. It's not somebody outside Igbos that will decide for them whether they will go or not, because they know the effect of what is happening to them before they decide to say they want to go. So it might not be happening to other person from outside Igbo. So that person cannot just come and decide for them.
In as much I know, Imo State is part of Nigeria, and we are still maintaining one Nigeria. So ordinarily, there is nothing to create this kind of agitation, apprehension, rather, that our president is visiting Imo State. But we all know what has been happening in this country about cry for marginalization, people seeking for self-determination, people seeking for self-determination. Now, that's what caused the apprehension in our president visiting Imo State. The IPOB members who have been proscribed by this government are not happy about what is happening in this country, because they have identified a lot of things, lack of inclusion in federal government affairs. The Igbos have cried out that they are one of the pillars of Nigeria nation. Now, the present administration seems not to uh, understand the feelings of the Igbos, that we are one of those who fought for the independence of this country. And now what is happening is that we have been relegated to the background, and the Igbos are not happy. Not able to sit down and discover our potential. For example, look at the fighting everywhere in this country. Because we have not agreed from the beginning to work together. The issue of Boko Haram and all the insurgency that is coming up based on your question is not far-fetched. It's because some group of people are trying to find their seats. And in the course of trying to find their seats, they offend the other parties, which they never agreed to come together. As a result of that, the North, for example, now have lost their economic stance and now depending on the Eastern's economy. Now the East also is now saying, no, we are being marginalized. We are being the producer of Nigerian wealth and you are marginalizing us. That comes to Federal Character Commission. They are not doing their job. So leaving this country in the hands of few who are for selfish interest is what is causing this problem today. The one that is really come up as a concern is unemployment. Honestly speaking, if you watch what is happening in Nigeria, unemployment is the root cause of all this problem that we are facing. If Nigerians like me, I'm employed, there's no way I will work and get tired and go back to carry gun. It's not possible. So Nigerian government, the next government that is coming after Buhari, should look at the economic indices and unemployment indices and blend them together.
Most people felt they are not carried along in all our regions. So that is why it's making some people to think of having a secession to be able to break out of the country. Because if people are carried along, I don't think all these things will happen. When there is good governance, when everybody is being carried along and the right thing is being done at the right time, I don't think that kind of a thing will happen. But the only thing I can tell to Nigerians is 2023 is by the corner. So you should use your vote wisely and vote for the right person.